Today, we're going to talk about something really special. It's a story about a piece of history that's not just alive, but it's also in real danger. Okay, so I want you to just imagine something for a second. Picture a city, right? And in that city is a magnificent 145-year-old schooner, a real National Historic Landmark. But this isn't some artifact behind glass, no way. This is a landmark that you can actually walk right up to, you can touch it, you can even sail on it. And get this, you can watch it being rebuilt piece by piece right before your eyes. And it's more than just a boat. Think of it as a hub, a place where students learn history, not from a book, but by actually doing it. A place where visitors get to experience something real, something living, and a spot where the entire community can come together around something truly, authentically their own. So let me ask you, what kind of incredible asset would something like that be for a city on the Gulf Coast? Well, that's not just a hypothetical. That's exactly what the Governor Stone is all about. And it's all happening right now at the old St. Andrew's School. This place you're looking at is the Stone Loft Boat Shop. Now, on paper, it's a nonprofit maritime museum, but it's so much more than that. It's a living, breathing, working boat shop. It's a place dedicated not just to preserving history, but to actively teaching the Gulf Coast's rich maritime heritage to a whole new generation. And the star of the show is, of course, the Governor Stone. I mean, we're talking about a vessel built way back in 1877. She's one of the last of her kind, a true wooden schooner, which is exactly why she's a National Historic Landmark. You just don't find projects like this in the region. It's incredibly rare. And this really gets to the heart of it all. It's easy to look at her and just see a boat, right? But she is so much more. She's really a platform for education, for tourism, and for bringing the community together. So what does that actually mean? Let's break it down. Okay, so this whole platform is built on three key pillars. You've got education, tourism, and of course, community. Let's start with education. And I'm not talking about boring lectures. This is real. Get your hands dirty learning. You have students, apprentices, and volunteers all working shoulder to shoulder with master shipwrights. They're not just reading about history in a book, they are living it. They're learning traditional boat building, true craftsmanship, and problem-solving skills you just can't teach in a classroom. Okay, pillar number 2, tourism. A living, breathing, historic schooner and a working boat shop. Come on, that's a huge draw. Seriously, think about it. How many other cities on the Gulf Coast can say they have a national historic landmark that you can not only see, but watch being brought back to life and then eventually sail on? That's the kind of authentic, one-of-a-kind experience that puts a city on the map. And that brings us to the third pillar, community. This workshop has become so much more than just a place to build a boat. It's a real gathering place. It's where people connect. With history, yeah, but also with craftsmanship and maybe most importantly, with each other. You see everybody there, volunteers, families, veterans, students, all pitching in, all part of something bigger than themselves, something meaningful. So that's the big picture, the why behind it all. But what's happening on the ground, like right now? Well, the restoration itself is a really delicate operation, and they are deep into it. They're about a third of the way done, which is amazing. About 90% of all the damaged structure has been carefully removed, and the rebuilding has already started using this incredible swamp-aged cedar. And get this, it's sourced from the exact same region in Mississippi where the original lumber came from almost 150 years ago. Talk about authentic. And check this out. They've got a single, massive 43-foot game of heart pine ready to become the new keel. So right now, the Governor Stone's frame is literally hanging in the air. It's suspended in this custom-built, carefully engineered brace system that's anchored right into the shop floor. It's like surgery. This whole system is what's holding her skeleton in perfect alignment while they replace her old backbone with the new one. And that precision work, that surgical setup, it brings us to a really critical point. This isn't just another step in the process. This is, without a doubt, one of the most delicate, nerve-wracking phases of the entire restoration. The whole ship is just incredibly vulnerable right now. And because she's suspended in that intricate web of supports, she absolutely cannot be moved. I want to be crystal clear about this. This is not an inconvenience. We're not talking about a delay. Trying to move the project at this stage, it would put the entire restoration at risk. The ship itself could literally be destroyed. And the stakes are just incredibly high. This whole effort is supported by a $1.5 million FEMA grant. That is a massive federal investment in Panama City's heritage. But it's not just about the money. You've also got hundreds upon hundreds of volunteer hours, the skilled labor, the growing public excitement, and all of it, every last bit, is tied to this one specific location. Which brings us to the whole reason we're talking about this. It all comes down to one single critical request, one that will decide the future of this entire project. So, here it is, plain and simple. The project needs a renewal of its lease at the old St. Andrew's School. That's it. Having a stable location is absolutely essential to safely finish the restoration, to use that FEMA grant, and to keep all of those amazing education, tourism, and community programs going. So when you boil it all down, the choice is pretty stark. Without this specific space, the project just stops. The whole thing ends. But with this space, Panama City gets to keep something incredibly rare, a living, breathing piece of history that will educate, inspire, and connect the whole community to its maritime roots for generations. Because that's what this is really all about. The Governor Stone isn't just some dusty piece of history. She is living heritage. Renewing this lease means ensuring this incredible legacy stays right here, where it belongs, serving the public and eventually sailing into the future as a proud, powerful symbol of Panama City. Thank you so much for your time and consideration. The future of this incredible piece of living history, well, it's now in your hands.